I will crush anyone who blocks my path.
The blood that flows through her veins is special, and extremely dangerous. If showing pity would put my allies in danger, I will not hesitate.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play. For some reason, I almost said Baton Kaitos. No! Very much different a game.
A mysterious organization, slithering in the dark of Fodlan, like something out of a midnight tale.
I don't think I've ever heard him before, because, yeah, I didn't actually recruit the teachers whenever I was on Golden Deer. People were like, I'm surprised you never did that. And I'm like, well, they're teaching other classes. Why would I recruit them?
It appears these fiends have infiltrated the deepest corners of the Empire. After the fall of Enbar, they've remained well concealed.
But not well enough.
That said, I would keep an eye on Edelgard's uncle, Lord Arundel. Something about him sits ill with me.
That's... I mean, you're right, but I'm surprised to hear you say that. You usually don't pass judgment based on gut.
Please. I thought that after the Empire fell, the boar might finally be avenged.
Yeah, that is interesting, because, yeah, none of the house leaders are around anymore. Like, Claude may have survived, but we haven't, like, heard a peep from him.
But something dark is certainly lurking in the shadows. An organization behind the Empire. We'll have to take care of them if Dimitri is to rest in peace.
I do want to know what that weird, like, dream was where Dimitri showed up. Like, what was the point of that?
This war might be over, but not war in general. Human beings thrive on conflict. We can't get enough of it.
No, we can't.
I don't know when, but you know someday another war will begin.
No, you're probably right.
But the fight is still worth it. War may always come back, but so will peace.
That's actually a super, super good way of thinking about it. I'm surprised to hear Sylvain...
Peace is what we fight for.
I'm not saying it this time. My Mega Man quote. Oh, there's nobody right here. Okay. Hello, soldier. You got soul and you are a soldier.
We won against the Imperial Army. I still can't believe it. But I guess we still have some enemies left. I'm not well informed, but I have plenty of fighting spirit.
Her voice sounds so weird. I like it, though. I mean, I imagine she does.
Hi.
Hey, Ingrid.
Is it really prudent to bring Lady Rhea on our upcoming expedition?
I don't remember her coming in Golden Deer, but I may have just forgotten. It's been a long time.
It would be best not to have her doing anything strenuous, considering how long she was confined. There are still many in Fodlan who are seeking Lady Rhea's salvation. For their sake, we cannot put her in harm's way.
We also can't stop her, is the thing. Even though she did kind of put me in charge. I still don't think I can stop her.
Maybe.
Finally, that awful war is over.
Sure is. Good job for us.
Everyone lost something, and everyone had to make sacrifices. But maybe we can put a stop to all of this pain and loss now. Let's hurry to Shambhala, Professor. We have to defeat them if we ever want to see a world without war.
So, I've heard the term Shambhala before. I think it was before this game. Is that like the dark counterpart to Shangri-La? They have a similar ring to them, and I can't help but think that's intentional. Thanks. For supposed to, I was like, for what? But then, yeah, probably for, you know, winning the war.
With Edelgard gone, maybe Fodlan will finally find some peace. That's all well and good, but, she was also the one to put my father under house arrest. So now he's been released, and he's taken charge of House Varley.
I mean, it is his house.
I can't handle it. I can't deal with him. Please, you have to do something.
I mean, we could put a... That's interesting that I don't have the choice of just being like, hey, like, deal with your shit. Like...
Thank you so much.
Okay, apparently I just get to tell Bernadetta that I'm going to do that, and it's done. Alright, go ahead and harvest you guys. Alright. And then there's someone back here. Hello.
I thought that taking the Empire's capital would bring an end to this war. How naive of me.
War. War never changes. Or ends.
I'll have to write to my family and tell them I'll be gone a while longer.
I mean, we're almost there. We're like 2 months from the end.
Professor, these are Monica's people, aren't they? The ones who killed Captain
They
Gerald.
sure are. Let's get them.
Then this is my real opportunity for revenge. There's no way I can back down from this one. No, I'm okay. Actually, I'm eager to get out there and fight. This is what I've been training for.
Alright, well, I'm glad to hear it. 'Cause you are going to be on the battlefield, for sure. What are you saying? Yeah, but there's no glow. No glow. Actually, let me go ahead and pick you up. Because you're out here, and I'll mention otherwise.
He's dead. My father's dead. I'm okay, though. Really.
I don't remember fighting your dad.
I was ready for it. He was a general in the Imperial Army, after all. Minister of Military Affairs. He gave his own life so the Empire's soldiers wouldn't have to lose theirs.
Well, he is actually a very decent person.
That's a fight that only he could take on. He was such a tough guy. I fought side by side with you this whole time. But did I ever get any stronger? Will I ever be as strong as my father?
You shouldn't live your life in comparison. I know I've referenced it before on this channel, but it's one of the things that affects me the most. There was an absolutely brilliant wear sunscreen like speech that came out around the time I was graduating high school. Yes, I'm dating myself. But one of the things it says that affected me the most was it said, don't waste your time on comparisons or something like that. The road to life is long. Sometimes you're ahead, sometimes you're behind. The way is long. And in the end, or the race is long. In the end, it's only with yourself. And that, I mean, you can tell by the fact I'm kind of forgetting the exact phrasing, but the intent is still there. You don't want to live your life trying to exceed someone else, because it doesn't matter.
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault, but that hasn't changed my routine.
Of course it hasn't, because you're a good person.
All that training and eating I do is for the sake of Fodlan. Gotta stay strong and fed to keep it safe.
God, I love Raphael so much.
Professor?
Hello, Manuela.
Professor, I just got word from the opera company. I don't know if everyone survived, but it looks like they should be able to mount a revival.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that we'll stop opera.
They even asked if I'd consider making a return to the stage someday. I suspect I may refuse, though. We're at the dawn of something new. No reason to look backwards, eh?
I mean, that's a good way of thinking about it. I don't know why I want to invite to tea. I definitely don't want to invite her to
Thank
tea.
you.
Hello.
Lady Rhea's return has already been proclaimed to all the churches in all parts of Fodlan.
I mean, that does not surprise me in the least.
They are also being informed by order of Seteth that visitations are very restricted for the time being.
That's also good for them to actually say.
It makes sense. Otherwise, pilgrims would come from all over Fodlan and overwhelm the monastery.
Oh.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Try again?
I can hardly believe you managed to handle the capital city like that. Everyone did sterling work.
And so did you, because no one got into this place, I trust.
I really thought we'd know peace after that battle. But we're not quite there yet, huh?
Professor,
Alright.
There's There's unrest everywhere these days. I hope things go back to normal.
You don't even have a line after that. We freaking, like, move mountains. You could have a line about it.
Oh.
Professor.
Okay, anything up on the upper hallway? Oh, I already talked to you. I already talked to you. I'm gonna talk to you again. Hey, Biggie.
Our next opponent is an ally of Solon. Do you remember what Solon called us?
Something like meat bags or something? Beasts, that's what it was.
That's right. He called us beasts.
I mean, beast, meat bag, almost the same thing.
Meanwhile, he refers to himself as the Savior. Who exactly is he saving?
The Slitherers, the darkness. He's saving the darkness!
You there, Professor. So Lady Rhea was all right after all. Well done bringing her back safely.
I mean, I do my best.
Finally, us true believers may breathe easy again. Simply magnificent.
Did he just high-five me?
You're saying the fight isn't over yet?
There's always still a battle.
okay.
Hello, best friend.
We saved Rhea and the Empire has crumbled. The kingdom may as well be finished too. The reasons for me to remain in Fodlan are fading. Of course. I've come this far. May as well see it through to the end.
I mean, you may disappear after this, and I wouldn't necessarily blame you, but... like, Catherine will be sad if you go away, because you're gonna end up with her. I love how I'm deciding their life for them.
Yes. We finally got Lady Rhea back from the Empire and fulfilled our mission.
Wait, you did what? Pretty sure that was me.
I wish we could afford for her to have a good long rest, but that just isn't possible.
I've only ever done what I thought was just. I've got no regrets. But sometimes I do wonder if I've really done the right thing.
I believe in you, sir.
Was all this really for the best?
I think so.
Sorry. Thinking about the end of the war makes me reconsider all kinds of things. But it's not over yet, is it? I need to steel myself for the next battle.
Yep, because there's always another battle.
A mysterious power threatening the very future of Fodlan? Certainly we cannot give it leeway.
Well, no. We're not planning to either.
Right now, the Empire, the Kingdom, and even the Alliance no longer exist. There is only Fodlan, and Fodlan must fight together as one. There is simply no option but victory. The alternative is unthinkable. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to strike the decisive blow on the enemy commander. Oh, that would secure my place in history for certain.
Yeah, I very much doubt it. And seriously, is that what you think about? How the history books will remember you? I mean, that actually doesn't surprise me knowing him.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
there's someone out here.
You have my thanks. I heard that Lady Rhea's back. But why hasn't she shown herself to everyone yet?
She's like dead. Like, she's really hurt. Come on.
Oh, she's convalescing. Fair enough. She was in captivity for a long time.
Doesn't convalescing mean like appearing?
I pray that she feels better soon.
Professor!
Right, right.
I didn't actually mean to come up here.
Oh.
I meant to continue out this way. Come on, open the door. There we go. There's people out here I haven't talked to yet. Like Ferdinand.
Goodness. The history of the Empire spans 1,185 years. And just like that, it ends. But the Hresfelg legacy could live on. When Edelgard assumed power, there were no other rightful heirs. She said that whoever takes the throne next should do so by virtue of merit, not blood. And she truly meant what she said.
Yeah, she doesn't beat around the proverbial bush.
At any rate, I feel that a huge hole has opened up in my heart. Who knows if it can ever be filled?
Kitty! Well, I can't talk to the cat.
Dear me.
Worst kitty.
So, the moment we defeat 80, the nobles cozy up to the Alliance and Church.
I mean, are you surprised, though?
That lot really does think only of themselves and no one else. But then there's Count Burgles. He used to be Minister of Military Affairs. He sacrificed his own life so that all the soldiers and officers who fought could be given quarter. When I heard that, I don't know, that simple act of humanity, I couldn't help it. I burst into tears. You know Count Burgles is Caspar's father, right? I can't even imagine how Caspar must feel about it.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna take a toll. Okay, that everyone over there? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so to the cathedral. Few people to talk to up here. It looks like.
Pardon me.
Pardon yourself.
Lady Rhea still seems weak, but at least she's safe now.
Yeah, I'm legitimately glad about that.
I'm praying that she'll be well as soon as possible. Goddess, I beg you, protect Lady Rhea.
Professor!
Wait, I have a statue?
Professor! My most heartfelt thanks and congratulations on Lady Rhea's safe return. With your magnificent achievements, maybe you'll join the ranks of the Saints one day.
I want a statue.
I'm sure when the monastery is rebuilt, they'll make a proper statue of you. All majestic and shiny and tall. Oh, I just know they will.
A statue. Okay. I mean, you can't just say, eventually I'll live a better life. That's something that has to happen kind of now. Right, and then you... Nope, not you. I knew there was someone up here, but you're actually up here. Oh, Petra!
You there!
No. The Empire has broken in smithereens. Now it is possible for me to go back to Brigid. But I cannot choose that choice. The time is still too soon for that.
I'm glad you're sticking around, because I definitely need you.
We must be stopping the evil for everyone in Fodlan. We will be fighting until the end of it.
Alright. That was a terrifying laugh. What the heck?
Professor?
Oh, I forgot I skipped you.
As history proves, everything comes to an end eventually. I knew that all along, but it still came as a surprise.
You thought we would end, not the Empire.
Those who slither in the dark. It's all so fascinating and strange. They must certainly have a long history of their own. And when they fall, that will come quickly too, don't you think? That almost sounded like a prophecy there. Am I spooking you yet?
Well, you seem entirely too excited about that prospect. Just saying.
Well...
Hello there!
We rescued Lady Rhea. I can hardly express my joy.
We sure did, and you helped. You were definitely instrumental in that battle.
But now we know about a new foe who intends to bring her harm. In time, we'll realize the peaceful world that Lady Rhea has always hoped for. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm fighting.
Oh, Catherine, you're so brainwashed. It is legitimately a little bit sad. So there's actually no one up here. I'm sure that Sethith is on the second floor or the third floor with Rhea, but I do need to finish this floor first. And then we do have to go down to the abyss. Don't let me forget. Because clearly you guys are able to message me now about it.
I am so glad that Rhea is unharmed. My brother continues to worry about her, however. Of course, I am worried myself. I cannot imagine being in that situation while in such a state. I hope she will rest now, and leave it up to you and my brother to see things through.
Yeah, but she's like me. She doesn't like sitting on her laurels. I don't even know if that's the right term, but...
You've done it! You did it! You crushed the Empire and rescued Lady Rhea! I'm sure the Captain is proud of you right now. As am I, of course. I'm as proud as if I'd done it myself. Sorry, I didn't mean to overdo it.
I mean, I don't think you can help but overdo it. It's who you are.
We still have to deal with Monica's group. Those who killed the Captain. We'll knock them down so hard that they can't get back up.
I am Alois. I will make you all fall down. Okay. Yep, there are people in the side hallways. You know me, always trying to find the least involved way to cover everything. Oh, of course, Cyril. I had even thought about Cyril a second ago.
Lady Rhea's back! Lady Rhea's back! I'm so happy!
I've never been able to talk to Cyril after we saved Rhea. Because again, I didn't recruit him in the Golden Deer, and you don't... Like, I'm trying to remember what happens in Blue Lions. I think Rhea just sort of, like, falls out of the story. Like, the Empire takes her, but then the story ends when you kill Edelgard, and you never even, like, refer to the fact that Rhea came back. I think she might be mentioned slightly in the credits.
But things aren't gonna be like they used to be anytime soon, are they? There's still folks out there that want us all dead, and Lady Rhea still hasn't regained her strength yet. Speaking of which, Professor, please don't ask too much of her right now, okay?
I mean, I'll do my best, but she seems pretty adamant about what she wants to do.
Fighting against enemies whose true nature is unknown is honestly really scary. Still, if there's a force in this world that clearly means us harm, we have no choice but to fight back.
And we will.
With our own hands, we'll safeguard Fodlan's future. Well...
If there's someone on the other end that we'll have to go talk to her right quick. Oh, Lysithia. I had not realized I hadn't talked to you yet.
Those who slither in the dark, it seems will finally discover their true form. I get the sense that they're in league with the mages who experimented on me as a child.
That makes sense.
I wouldn't be surprised if Edelgard was subjected to them too.
Oh, she almost certainly was, because she definitely had multiple crests triggering.
There's no telling what their true motives are. But whatever their motives, what they have done is unforgivable. They must be exterminated.
Alright, let's go to floor 3. I bet Seth and Rhea are up there. I don't usually go to floor 3 because it's basically been abandoned the whole game, or inaccessible.
Rhea is sleeping right now. If it is not absolutely urgent, please do not disturb her rest. The long confinement took its toll on her health. Truthfully, she is in no shape to be exerting herself at all, to say nothing of a military expedition.
I know, I would prefer not that she didn't come.
To make matters worse, we are now facing a very old enemy. Please proceed with caution. I have a bad feeling.
Okay, so Seth is the only one up here. We still need to go over there. We'll talk to Hilda and Marianne. Marianne?
I thought the war would end with Edelgard's defeat, but that wasn't the case.
It was not.
This may be premature, but I'm feeling a little relieved.
I didn't want to stop fighting.
I have to consider what I'll do with myself, and where I'll go when this war is finally over. I don't have an answer yet. Let's make sure the next battle puts an end to this war. That way, we can all move forward.
What about 2 battles? Alright, and there's someone at the very end of this hallway. Man, they're really making me run all the way, aren't they? Jeebus.
Shambhala, it was called, right? Scary that it's so close to the House Goneril territories.
Oh yeah, we did hear this before. Obviously, Hilda was in our Golden Deer.
Who'd have thought all those creeps were living right under my nose? I was hoping my big brother would help us in this next battle. But he says that I can represent House Goneril without his help.
At least he's not like, oh, food poisoning again. It's so strange.
I'm glad he recognizes that I have some ability. Still, I wish he wasn't leaving it all to me.
Okay. Let's say that should be everyone except for Abyss. I want to go around and make sure that was true. So let's go to Abyss. There's Hubert. Rest in peace, my friend.
Hey, you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Okay.
I hear we conquered the Imperial capital, but the war's still not over? Not sure how much sense that makes, but then making sense of things isn't my job. Look out for yourself in the next battle, got it? I'll have lots more things to report by then. That's a promise. In the meantime, I'll be cheering you on.
I'll hold you up to that, because I think I'm coming here one more time.
I thought defeating the Empire would be the end of it. But now we're after some mysterious shadow organization? For crying out loud. If that's what it takes to achieve peace, count me and my muscles in. This might be my last chance to literally save the world with my strength. Not gonna let that pass me by.
Okay, and yep, I had a feeling she'd be out at the end doing whatever the heck she's doing.
Professor, whatever threatens Fodlan also threatens my dream. This folly must end now. Fear is not a consideration of mine. I do what must be done and always have. What is frightening is to have scant idea of what is in store. Now that we know, victory shall be ours.
Well, I'm glad that you're so confident. I'm not sure I agree with your exuberance of confidence. Okay, so I couldn't remember if they were both in the same place. They are not. Who's...
Sounds like there were shenanigans happening behind the scenes in the Empire. I think war was basically inevitable no matter what Eddie did, with those creeps pulling the strings.
It certainly seems like it, yeah.
Come to think of it, I wonder if the lady who kidnapped me was... Never mind. Not worth mentioning.
Totally worth mentioning. Go on. Oh, hello.
Me. I've got a message for you. From a dead man.
Interesting.
The Emperor was keeping the Archbishop alive as insurance against those who slither in the dark. When you go to Shambhala, the message says, take the Archbishop with you.
I mean, she's insisting on coming, but that makes me very, very uncomfortable what's going to happen.
Slithering in darkness. Unsettling, to say the least. You must be boiling to avenge your father, though.
Yeah, kinda.
You seem pretty calm for what it is we're staring at. Where's your fire, huh?
That's one thing that this character's always been, like, very non-emotional.
I imagine this battle will be a defining moment in history. All or nothing.
I mean, wasn't the last battle a defining moment in history? Alright, and with that, I've talked to everyone. We are also not quite at 30 minutes, but we are at 29, so this is probably a good place to end. Next time, we're at the end of the month, and we're going to Shambhala. Look forward to it, guys. I know I am.
Hey.